Behind every front door, behind every smiling family photo on social media, there is a truth we rarely talk about. A truth that millions live every single day. It's not always cheating, not always betrayal. Sometimes it's something quieter, deeper, and far more common. Money. This is a story about a man you might know, or maybe a man you might be. Smart, driven, ready to build an empire out of nothing. And about a woman who is the beating heart of their home, warm, kind, honest to her core, but drifting further from him each time the topic of money comes up. They say love conquers all. But what happens when love alone isn't enough to keep the lights on, pay off debt, or secure a future for your children? His name is Samuel. Sam to his friends. Every morning, before the sun peeks over the rooftops, Sam sits at the same kitchen table. Next to him, a chipped mug of black coffee and a worn-out notebook. Inside that notebook live his dreams. How to pay off the credit cards. How to save for a house that's not falling apart. How to invest in a rental property so his kids will never know rent struggles like he did. Sam didn't grow up with much. He remembers eviction notices, cold winter nights with no heat. He swore when he became a father, his kids would never see what he saw. So every day he learns from books, podcasts, YouTube channels. Terms like emergency fund, compound interest, cash flow. They are his armor against the poverty he fears more than death. By the time his wife and kids wake up, he's planned the week's groceries, calculated overtime hours, and maybe dreamed, for a moment, of starting his own business. It's exhausting. But hope keeps a man awake more than coffee ever will. Her name is Grace. Ask the neighborhood. They'll say she's the sweetest woman you'll ever meet. Grace has a laugh that fills the room, even when the room is empty. She volunteers at church, bakes cupcakes for school fundraisers, makes every holiday special, no matter how tight money gets. But when Sam talks about cutting costs, Grace hears, take away small joys. When he says skip pizza night, or postpone new shoes, she feels like he's choking their happiness. To Grace, life is short. Kids grow fast. Bills are part of life. Why lose sleep over them? She's not reckless, not wasteful, just different. To her, saving money means saying no to today. And she's tired of saying no. On paper, they're perfect. 2 jobs, 2 healthy kids, a roof that mostly doesn't leak. But underneath, their worlds drift like tectonic plates, colliding silently at night. Last month, Sam brought home a stack of books. Budgeting, debt freedom, financial freedom. He highlighted lines, ready to share them with Grace. One evening, after the kids were in bed, he made her tea, sat her down at his dream table. Grace, he whispered, if we tighten up for just 6 months, no takeout, no surprises, we can wipe out credit cards. Start saving for a better home. Grace smiled politely, sipped her tea, said she'd think about it. Next day, she called her sister. By Sunday, she'd convinced herself, we're not that bad off, right? And so the budget sat untouched, buried under bills and permission slips. People think money fights mean yelling, slamming doors. But for Sam and Grace, it's quieter. It's a sigh when she orders takeout after a long shift. It's silence when he checks the bank at midnight, overdraft fees again. It's her feeling judged when he asks for receipts. Him feeling invisible when she ignores the budget. Meanwhile, the kids feel it too. Not in words, but in tension. In the way Sam teaches the older one to save pennies in a jar. In how Grace hugs them tighter when she buys them treats they can't afford. 1 month, a medical bill wiped out savings. Sam took weekend delivery jobs. Grace hated it, but never asked why. She thought it was pride, not survival. Years passed. One birthday at a time. One loan renewal at a time. Sam started letting go of his biggest dreams. What used to be early retirement became just no more collection calls. Buy a rental property turned into, can we just keep the lights on? Grace still made the holidays sparkle. Still smiled at neighbors. Still thanked Sam for working so hard. But she never sat at his dream table again. They slept side by side, but dreamed alone. Every time he brought up money, she nodded. But nothing changed. Every time she spent a little extra, he clenched his jaw, but stayed silent. Love lived in the house, but trust. Trust had packed up and left long ago. One night, after another not-quite argument, Sam stepped outside. The kids asleep. Grace scrolling her phone. Sam staring at a sky full of stars. God, what more can I do? I love her. I love them. But what's the point? If they don't trust me to lead, he thought about leaving. Not because he wanted to, but because maybe disappearing would help. Debt settlement. A government check. He hated himself for thinking it, but he was tired. So tired. This isn't unique. Not rare. All around you, couples drift apart. Not from betrayal, but from silence. One says, save for tomorrow. One says, live for today. Between them lies tension, debt, walls where love used to be. If you're listening, maybe you're Sam. Maybe you're Grace. Neither is bad. Both are good. But love alone won't fix the bills. Money doesn't destroy marriages. Secrecy does. Avoidance does. Fear does. Tonight, turn off the TV. Put the kids to bed. Sit at that kitchen table together. Lay it all out. The bills. The debts. The dreams. Talk until you're both heard. Listen until you both feel safe. And promise, next time a bill comes due, you won't fight each other. You'll fight it together. A strong marriage isn't built on luxury vacations or fancy rings. It's built on boring things, receipts, budgets, trust. It's built on sacrifice, faith. Two hearts beating in sync, no matter how hard life gets. To every Sam, to every Grace, to every couple hanging by a thread, you are not alone. Money is only a monster when you hide it in the dark. Bring it to the table. Shine a light on it. Remember, the best investment is not in stocks or real estate. It's in each other. If this story touched you, share it. Help another family. And never forget, when love and trust walk together, no bill, no debt, no bad day can break you apart.